Hey everybody, this is Rudy Stankowitz. Welcome to the Talking Pools podcast. It's Friday and I think they can hear us. Can you hear us? They can hear us. We're right here in the middle of Spurrier's Bar and Grill and also in the middle of the Oak Hall Senior Banquet. That's right, we are surrounded by high school seniors, but I'm here with Raypak. I have TJ, Mark. Say hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Couldn't be better. This has been exciting. It's 8:30 in the morning. I don't have my fuzzy bunny slippers on, so I'm ready to go.
I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I locked my keys in my truck at a client's house. Nobody's here, so texted my wife and told her, hey, ¿sabes qué? I need you to bring me the spare key. Such an idiot move. Ni modo.
Tip of the day is brought to you by Coachella Valley Pools of Instagram.
Why have less nickel when you can have more? If you're looking for longevity, efficiency, and strength, Raypak's Avia with NITEC might be for you. NITEC is Raypak's exclusive solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to Cupro nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation, erosion, without compromising on thermal efficiency. Dive into the details at raypak.com/NITEC. Again, that's raypak.com/NITEC. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about Raypak and what they do in the industry, their role, and the advances that they've brought to us that you might not know about. So, Mark, let's start with you first. Could you tell me a little bit about you and what you do at Raypak?
I am the district sales manager for Southeast Florida. I've been with Raypak about a year and a half, in the pool industry for about 35 years.
Fantastic. TJ?
So I'm the regional and service training manager for. Sorry, I'll do that again.
Who are you?
I have no idea.
TJ doesn't know who he is.
I don't have no idea who I am. This is TJ Redmond. I'm the regional service and training manager for the Eastern United States for Raypak. I've been in the industry for approximately 36 years, and I'm second generation.
So again, you said you cover the Eastern United States. What states or what range? Like everything east of the Mississippi?
So basically, usually the way I explain it to folks is everything from Maine to Key West, and then from the ocean to Memphis, which is a country song dying to be written. But
I've traveled like that. It's hard travel.
It's a lot of miles, but it's very rewarding.
Road warrior status right there. How about you, Mark? What area are you in?
I have 100 miles. I am very lucky. I cover Southeast Florida from Broward to Fort Pierce.
Okay, good
I have
area.
more pools than most states, but yeah, only 100 miles.
You get to sleep at home at night.
Most of the time, other than last night, yeah.
And you just have a place to keep your stuff.
So yeah, I sleep in the back of the truck.
There you go. So, thus the Texas plates. That makes sense now. I understand. I was like, why are the Texas plates? Okay. So, let me ask you this. TJ, if you could be a kitchen utensil, which one would it be and why?
A kitchen utensil, which one would it be and why? I think I would want to be a can opener.
Okay.
From a standpoint of can opener always seems to be the one that swoops in at the very end. It's just like, I have no idea how I'm going to solve this. Oh, I bet the can opener could get this done.
Okay, so you're bucking for a raise at Raypak. I see that. Mark, what's the worst thing you've ever done in a supermarket?
Rearrange the letters for whenever they have, like, for the cake decorating.
Do you put them in order or disorder?
Or disorder. Lots of disorder, perhaps even anarchy.
So, what drew you guys to Raypak? Why Raypak?
I mean, when I was growing up, if you're going to have a lifelong career in the pool industry, one of your goals or one of the things that you shop for was a reputable manufacturer. So when I'd been in the industry, like I said, for 36 years, and by the time I had got to the point where Raypak tapped me on the shoulder, they checked all those boxes. So I was definitely excited to join the team.
Okay. Mark?
That's actually a fantastic question. Actually, it was by accident. I was scrolling through LinkedIn, and the opportunity was like literally the first day posted, and I said, "Oh my God, that would be fantastic!" And I was like, "Please, please, please!" And it just basically just fell into my lap.
Like most of us do in the industry, in the positions we're in, it fell into our laps. So there you go. So just to explain, I am wearing this cool hat. We are in Florida, and it is 80 degrees today because that's just how I roll. But I wanted to be decked out in my gear for this.
But the AC is kicking.
I figured, being I stuck you in like Gator heaven or whatever this might be, the Heisman Trophy is literally just right around the corner.
I am going to want to see that.
Yeah, so we'll walk over there before we leave. Let me ask you this, TJ. You're the tech guy, right?
From time to time.
From time to time.
He stays at Holiday Inn.
If you stayed at Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn Express.
Did you in Holiday Express?
No.
There you go. So he's more than qualified to talk about the product. 100%. So then you're the best one to ask. TJ, if Raypak heaters could talk, what would be their favorite karaoke song?
Favorite karaoke song for Raypak? I want to see I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi.
I'll be there for you.
See, I was thinking Hot Time in the Summer.
It's too obvious. Too obvious.
5 words, I swear to you.
Yeah, that's right. If you breathe, I want to be there for you.
There you go.
This could go on the rest of the podcast.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll be there for you.
These 5 words I swear to you when you breathe.
I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for you. Okay. Now that that's done, what can you tell us, either one, you decide who takes this one, what can you tell us about the heat pump classes you're planning for the 2024-25 trade show season?
Definitely be a TJ.
The heat pump classes are going to be super exciting. It's the star of the show is going to be our new Crosswind V, which we released not too long ago. It's our latest version of our vertical discharge unit, fifth generation. And what's super exciting about this unit is the fact that it's very voice of the customer oriented. So there's a lot of aspects of the unit that the customers have told us, we really like to see this in a heat pump. We really like to see that in a heat pump. So all of our classes, to take one step backwards, are focused on having our dealers and our service stations as confident as possible in working on the product, installing it, operating it. So the heat pump classes will definitely include those aspects. In addition to that, they're going to learn how to use some of the aspects that are a little bit more specific to our unit. Which would be the Raymote, which we borrowed from our commercial pool division, which, as long as the unit has access to Wi-Fi, you can talk to the unit anywhere in the world. And then we have what we like to call foundational automation, which allows the customer to where, I only have a certain amount of money. And so do I have enough money for automation? Do I have enough money for a heat pump? And so with foundational automation, we have the opportunity to give the customer to where they can have both. And we'll teach the folks that attend our class on how to take advantage of all those different aspects of the unit.
Okay. And if people can't make it to the trade show and they want to know more about this?
They can't make it to the trade show, they can always look us up on raypak.com. We also have a YouTube channel. And then on raypak.com, if they go to the training section, they can actually look up where training's taking place in their neck of the woods, or they can request training. Raypak's actually given 3 of us across the nation the opportunity, the resources, to where not only are we putting on trainings at the national shows and the tabletops or what have you, but we also have the capability of actually rolling into, let's say, ABC Pool's backyard. I've got a trailer. We roll into the backyard. We open up the beautiful door, and you've got everything from simulators to full units that we can break down, identify all the different components, show them how to go through the unit to look for different issues that may arise, button it back up, hook it up to electric, and put the unit through its paces. Everything like I was saying before, that gives the dealers and the warranty stations the capability to do the installation, operation, troubleshooting, and in that inspires confidence. And with that confidence, they've got the confidence to sell these products to where, if I sell this Raypak heat pump, or I sell this Raypak gas heater, I know that I'm going to be able to work on this on my own, even though Mark and TJ are not in the backyard with me. And if I do need help, they'll be there to support me.
Do you find, Mark, that the folks that go through your classes have good retention of the information?
I would say definitely yes. TJ's a super instructor. I know the other, Brad and Ken are as well, but not to slight them. But they are, the classes are because they're hands-on, we make sure that they understand. So when we take apart a unit, they're also putting it back together. TJ nor I are going to be the ones with the wrench with the screwdriver. We can, but it's better that they are so they understand what's going through. So no, it's definitely, even if I'm talking to somebody and say, hey, you'll remember how we do it, and they'll, oh yeah, and then, it's very well done.
You mentioned that you do have certificates for training?
We are part of a couple of different organizations to where and usually those organizations, their goal is to have generic training. To where you can earn a certificate that, for instance, like the PHTA or what have you. So that's actually a fantastic point that I'm glad you brought up. At these national shows, not only do we provide Raypak specific training, but we also provide generic training so that way we can help be a pillar of the industry, moving the forward as far as the education of all of our members of the industry. And then with that, you do have the opportunity of earning several different certificates from the organizations that we're a part of.
So I know this is a little bit out of your area, but there's a bunch of stuff going on in California. Any insight on how Raypak is helping pool professionals there stay ahead of California's constantly evolving regulations?
100%. The biggest thing with, did you want to?
Well, I can start, you can jump in.
Okay, anytime.
So basically with the evolving regulations, atmospheric/digital heaters are going to be phased out in the residential market. So for that reason, we did introduce our Avia gas heater. It is a low NOx combustion unit. And one thing nice about the Avia, we did include a 3-year warranty on it.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to some requiring a bundle. Our unit has a 3-year warranty regardless of installation, residential installation right now.
So the biggest thing with California is, in addition to what Mark said, there's going to come a time where California is going to look to ban gas altogether. So even with, as fantastic as the Avia is, even she won't be the solution. So you'll have situations to where the Californians will only have the access to either roof-borne solar, heat pumps, or of course electrical resistance. Raypak is staying ahead of that curve by again creating units like the Crosswind V that give the customers the ability to not just heat their water like the old days where you just set and forget it, but also to be able to take control of the pool itself. We've got a couple of deluxe models which are heat-cool models that actually have an extra capability to where the homeowner's heat pump can also work in conjunction with their roof-borne solar where it determines whether or not the water heads up to the roof at the right time or the wrong time, and also whether or not the heat pump works in conjunction with that solar. We're always making sure that our units do what they say they do. We're a part of the AHRI, which is a fantastic organization that basically sets a bunch of guidelines that lets people know, hey, if Raypak says or if XYZ says that this is putting out 100,000 BTUs or 104,000 BTUs, 100%. That's
okay. If you were asked or tasked with training a group of dolphins,
Miami or like?
I was going to say I'm sitting next to a Jets fan, so let's be specific.
Jets fan.
Also?
Cheese and rice.
I'm a Long Island boy.
Coney Island.
What part of Long Island?
Suffolk County.
Oh, very nice.
I'm Coney Island.
Coney Island. Okay. Warriors. All right. So if we were training a group of dolphins, not Miami dolphins, but dolphins, flipper, porpoise. That type of thing, porpoises, right? If your porpoise was to teach dolphins.
Oh, that was great. That was fantastic.
Service pool heaters. What would be the first thing? What would be your first step? How would you tackle that?
To service pool heaters or service
Yeah.
the pool in general?
Service pool heaters.
The controls are going to be tough. They're going to want to throw the breaker on this one. For me personally, anything that I tell any of our customers, whether they have fins or not, is to when you walk up on a job site, is to put your tools down. Put your hands or your fins in your pocket, and to look at the entire job site as a whole, because there's so many different things that you can notice about what's going on the job site itself that may or may not be a part of the issue that you're there to solve. So, and with that, when you're looking at the how's the roof line, what are we connected to, the different pieces of equipment that are involved, also definitely to grab the model number and serial number, because you're going to need that later for a lot of different things.
Okay. Mark, what's the worst thing? You've been in the industry a long time. What's the worst thing you've ever seen in the industry you wish you didn't see but you can't unsee?
Dead animals in the skimmer, or skimper, as some would say.
Okay.
That can be pretty gross.
Yeah, that's
Pretty bad.
Birds, rats,
especially if they've been there a little bit.
yeah, snakes, yeah, frogs. Yeah, I don't want to go on. I can't.
What resources or support does Raypak offer to ensure compliance and success in a regulatory environment?
So we actually have our applications division. So if you have a commercial application and you have a question regarding, hey, this room, what size heater for this vessel, what kind of venting, we can offer some insights and some guidance so that you can have information to provide to the ME, the plant engineer, so that it can be done properly so that the units will last and give the optimum output.
And more to dive into, it's like you were talking as far as the regulatory environment. We make sure that that all of our units are made to the specifications for the applications that we say that they're for, whether it be having an ASME unit or a heat pump, again, as a member of the AHRI. And then to Mark's point, not only will they help you as far as making it the best installation and application possible from a longevity of the unit and meeting the expectations of the customer, which is the biggest one of them all, yes, is they'll also, usually they're well versed enough in where you're working to where they can keep you out of some kimchi if anything goes wrong. Kimchi.
Deep kimchi.
You gotta be careful with the kimchi.
So jumping back, you talked about Avia. We talked about it being the only one on the market with a 3-year warranty, and you did explain a little bit about that. Can you break down the significance of that? Like, break it down Barney style?
100%. If you're in a scenario to where, because what's kind of popular in the industry now is, hey, I'll give you this 3-year warranty if you buy all of these items from my company. And so what's fantastic about the 3-year warranty is, because for Raypak, we're building you a quality unit no matter what. And then once we put that adorable carton on the outside to protect it as far as shipping, we have no idea whether it's heading to a Mac Daddy commercial job. I'm sorry, Mac Daddy. Mac Daddy construction job, a brand new pool, remodeling, whether or not it's just replacing a single gas heater. What the 3-year warranty bumper to bumper right out of the box affords the customer to do is, like, let's say they say, you know what, I did my research and I prefer to have I'd like to have an Aquastar pump. Or, I was looking at all these different automation aspects, and you know what, that pool attendant seems really cool. By allowing the customer to make those choices and not negatively affect the warranty on their Avia, instills a lot of confidence. Like, hey, these folks are making a gas heater, and they're going to give me the 3-year warranty no matter what. They obviously have a lot of confidence in this product.
So, in a world where Raypak heaters are teenage boys, how...
You're ready, right?
How well do they handle rejection?
So actually, they handle it really well because our units will communicate with everybody's operating systems.
Okay.
So they are quite flexible. It rolls off their back. They know there's a lot of fish in the sea.
Okay.
So they, if they are rejected by one, they know there's another one they can work with.
That question could have went a lot of different.
Oh, I was waiting. The doormat was out.
They may dress goth now. Our units do come in black, so they could go a little goth.
What kind of feedback is most typically received from your customers on your heaters, and how do you use that information?
So we actually have a field tracker application that we use within our organization. So if there's something that comes up in the field, we can immediately, we have tablets, we can immediately let our offices know, hey, this is going on with this, and obviously if there's positive feedback, that gets mentioned. In the event that there is negative feedback, then we would obviously share that as well, although it's not as common. A lot of times we're going to get a more, wow, this was a lot easier than I thought, this was a lot simpler, oh, this unit's a lot lighter than the older unit, I really like it. So that's the feedback we've been getting as of late with the Avia and with the Crosswind V compared to their predecessors.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable, and these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with a pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleanings faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
That is amazing. I could actually go out and make money doing filter cleans if they were like this. If they were Aquastar filters out there, then I could be a filter cleaner girl.
We can do that. Make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Todd? Love it. There you go. Awesome. Thank you, Jules the Pool Girl. Again, Aquastar Pool Products, pipeline filters. Super easy, right?
Super easy.
Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Pool Magazine is the hottest new publication for the pool and spa industry, featuring up-to-the-minute news on what's happening in the pool world in a fresh new stylized format with our mobile-friendly app. Pool Magazine is the app for keeping your fingers on the pulse of the pool industry. You'll find featured news, editorials, podcasts, videos, and more on the Pool Magazine app. Download on Google Play and the App Store.
Jack's Magic Products is your industry leader in identifying, removing, and preventing stains. How? With a range of high-performance, eco-friendly products, keeping pools safe, clean, and ready to use all year round. The Jack's Magic 3-step program is a quick and effective way to remove stains and scaling. First, we identify the problem, then our top-quality products will remove the discoloration. Finally, our preventative solutions will keep your pool looking like new for much longer. Get helpful tips and check out our product catalog today at jacksmagic.com.
What kind of feedback is most typically received from your customers on your heaters, and how do you use that information?
So we actually have a field tracker application that we use within our organization. So if there's something that comes up in the field, we can immediately, we have tablets, we can immediately let our offices know, hey, this is going on with this, and obviously if there's positive feedback, that gets mentioned. In the event that there is negative feedback, then we would obviously share that as well, although it's not as common. A lot of times we're going to get a more, wow, this was a lot easier than I thought, this was a lot simpler, oh, this unit's a lot lighter than the older unit, I really like it. So that's the feedback we've been getting as of late with the Avia and with the Crosswind V compared to their predecessors.
Okay. So this is a busy time of year for you guys.
Yeah, mid-October is when everything.
This is when people start saying, "Hey, I want to extend my season, or I want to swim year round." It's also, is it early buy? Still?
Just ended.
Just ended. Okay.
We did extend it for the Florida and Carolinas because of the storms that both regions went through.
Horrible.
We realized that, pool is the last thing they're worrying about. The house, their family.
Did you see my pool?
Did I?
No,
We'll show you.
Okay.
There's a big effing tree in it.
Now,
not a regular tree.
is now is the tree a keeper, or you're going to have to remove it?
No, we can't leave it there.
Makes the chemistry aspect nightmare.
I thought of a new water feature, but yeah, we're going to let it go. We're going to pass. We're going to pass on that one. But
yeah, so like I said, in light of the storms and the suffering that those people are going through, we realized that getting back to work, getting everything back, getting the pool in order is not a priority. So we did extend the early buy to those regions through the end of the month as they would need if needed.
Yeah, that's great, because I know a lot of those areas, especially on the Gulf Coast, that were on the dirty side of the storm. Right now, their big thing is I have a pool full of 6 foot of sand.
Yes.
So extending the early buys is fantastic. Well, with that in mind, if you can share it at this point in time, what's the big new thing coming up for 2025? Because I know there's something.
Probably the Avia going to be available as an ASME unit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been told second to third quarter of 2025, so we are very excited for that. So that's going to be, probably the biggest thing, and then obviously the continued upward track of the Crosswind V.
Okay. And for those of you that aren't familiar with ASME, what that rating means is that they'll be able to use these units now on commercial pools.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. And that's the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, if I'm not incorrect.
Well done.
On the nose.
So yeah, they're basically, like, for lack of a better phrasing, like a consumer reports for all things commercial, and a lot of municipalities end up using them as a guideline for what you should do in a commercial application.
If Raypak was a sponsor to a reality TV show, either one of you can take this, what would the premise be, and who would be the host?
Well, I don't watch reality TV, but what's his name's on all the damn shows?
What's his name?
Some guy.
Some guy.
He took over Dick Clark. You can't escape him.
Well. Towards the end, Dick Clark, or classic Dick Clark?
Ryan, what's his name?
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on every show. And also Kevin McHale. It's got to be one of those two because we can't escape them.
Okay, and what would be the premise?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Can we make it like that Crime Scene Kitchen? Enjoy that one.
Or maybe, no, actually, now that you say that, I'm thinking more like a Hell's Kitchen, where...
Talk to people like that while they're working.
Absolutely.
Boot camp could go like that.
Absolutely. What were you thinking? Really? The pool pipe in front of the cabinet door? Really?
I love it. Okay. So, can you walk us through the installation process of a Raypak heat pump and what sets it apart from your competition?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about heat pumps in general, of course, you're going to want to make sure right from the get-go that you're keeping in line with the clearances of the unit. So you're going to want to give the unit approximately a foot all the way around as far as its evaporator coil, so that it can breathe, and then pull in all that free energy from the air. You want to give 2 feet in front of the controls of the unit for us. So that way we were able to kind of sneak in there and do whatever aspects that we need to do on the inside of the unit.
Photobomb.
And then one that gets missed a lot, and people look at me like I have 2 heads on until I explain it to them, is that you actually need to have 3 feet between every heat pump, or from another air conditioner, or from gas heaters. And that's the air conditioners and the heat pumps steal each other's air, so that's not good for anybody. And then as far as the being away from gas heaters, there's the safety aspect, and also making sure that you don't negatively disturb the gas heaters' capability of functioning.
So one could, if they're too close, actually suck the life out of the.
So that's for lack of a better term, yeah, 100%. Raypak, what's fantastic about the new Raypak heat pump is you take 2 panels off, and you basically have the capability of sticking your almost half of your body inside the unit, which was a voice of customer request that they had for us. So you take one panel off, everything that you need to access from an electrical standpoint is right there for you. You take a second panel off with just a few screws, and now you have access to all of your different sensors. And so we're super excited about that. And I think our dealers have been and continue to be excited about that as well.
And building on that, the Avia, everything is top access.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So-
Is it hinged?
It is not hinged, but it does have
No reason to become unhinged.
It does have an extensively a nice long cable.
It doesn't just flop off.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Those people hate me, by the way.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, still.
Every now and then you get like a little hate text.
We need also to
It
say
was in
let
the
it go.
middle, but it was in the middle of filming it and talking about how good his product was. It just fell apart.
Did you produce that in slow mo? Did they?
I usually do. If I get
Find
bad
that.
products,
Find that.
if I get a bad product, you've listened to my people. When somebody sends me a product for a box opening or for a promo do me video type of thing, and they send me the product for free, they have to be careful, because if you send me something great, I'm going to tell the world it's great. But if you send me something that's crap, it pisses me off. You know, it's
Best foot forward. Best foot forward.
Quality control? Perhaps.
For a goof.
so.
Yeah.
You guys, you know what? The country is big. Lot of different conditions, environmentally, geographically. How do you make units that are okay to have in all of them?
So great
How do they
question.
hold up environmentally? Yeah.
So great question. So we actually have our heaters, our digital heater is available for different elevations. So that is
Okay.
taken into account.
Nice.
So we're not just a national company; we're also international. So when you have heaters in the Andes, it's not the same elevation as Florida. So we do have units that will work at all different elevations. So in that respect, we have that covered. Our Pro Series ASME heater has a stainless steel body panels and burner tray. So it is very popular in South Florida, West Florida, because of the salt air and the attrition that can cause. Mm-hmm. So we do have different models that are available to combat some of the environmental issues that you run into.
What's fantastic about our company is that we actually focus on aspects just like that, as far as where's this going to end up, what are the best applications. We like to look at our company and our product line a lot like a toolbox in a mechanic's garage. Mm-hmm. So you've got of course, at the top drawer, you've got your regular Phillips heads and your common screwdrivers. But then for those situations to where we don't usually come across this, I don't usually sell this, but do you have something that could help me through this scenario? And then sure enough, you've got that drawer for that you're able to do that. And not just outdoor, and not just for outdoor applications, indoor applications as well. As far as being able to, how am I going to gather this air, or how am I going to send this air out? Going to his point, as far as the stainless steel, actually all of our standard products that aren't stainless steel are powder coated on both sides.
Okay.
After getting dipped, and all of our warranties cover against like premature rust and things like that. Okay. As part of their porch warranty.
Nice. I'm a huge advocate of eliminating the cookie cutter philosophy and not having one heater that you use everywhere.
Right.
Makes perfect sense. Just like how pool people don't take care of pools the same in different areas, or even in different parts of the state. Like, look at Florida. I mean, such a big state, or Texas, or California, and I mean, I can't imagine somebody in Port St. Lucie, Florida, maintaining a pool the same way as somebody in Walla Walla, Washington.
I can't imagine. I mean, I know, like in Florida, liquid chlorine is God's gift, and I don't know that it even exists in California or the West Coast other than to help somebody clean a driveway.
In my travels, I've even discovered that there's parts of Florida where they're all about powder or tablets or what have you. So to his point, I mean, especially in Southeast Florida, it's liquid. Don't you worry. But yeah, there's even in Florida, like you said, as a big state, a lot of different ways to skin a cat.
Oh yeah. By the way, Walla Walla, birthplace of Adam West.
Really?
Yeah. In case you didn't
I
know.
was sitting there going, what would I do as a child if I lived in Walla Walla?
That was it. I just the whole thing right there. Adam West's house. Okay, good. We're done. So move on.
Ding, ding. And on this side,
Speaking of Walla Walla,
well, great segue.
if Raypak heaters could travel, what exotic destination would they choose for their vacations?
Wow. I think selfishly, me as the chaperone, it would be Spain.
Spain. Okay.
I've thoroughly enjoyed my trips to Rio, so I will.
Always the high roller. You see that? He's gambling. He's got the supercar. It's embarrassing.
So I have family that makes it nice. No, I would chaperone my heater to Rio.
To Rio. Okay. I've never been to Rio. I've been to Spain.
Okay. What parts?
Barcelona, mostly in Catalan. Though I did my time with Fluidra for a few minutes.
Oh,
so
Starbucks.
So let me ask you this: how has Raypak adopted to the growing demand for energy efficient, environmentally friendly products?
I mean, again, I have to go with Crosswind V, and then this actually gives us the opportunity to also speak about our smaller Crosswind, our side discharge Crosswind, which actually utilizes inverter technology to make the COPs of the unit even higher, to make it even more efficient. So along the way, again, like you said before, is no cookie cutters here. So and again, like I said before, we've got that mechanics box. So the Crosswind side discharge is perfect for folks with a little bit more petite of a pool, who have classic heat pump expectations and are really looking for that next step in being able to be energy efficient, getting the most energy for their dollar. And it's also fantastic for scenarios to where they don't have a lot of room to work with as far as placing the equipment down. And then the Crosswind V, I could go on and on with the four different bread and butter models from a BTU standpoint, covering a wide range, as well as our two deluxe models, offering heat cool capabilities for our clients.
I'm going to build on to what you mentioned with the Crosswind. It does have inverter technology, and it does help save electricity. That really does a better benefit to the rest of the country, because here in Florida, our kilowatt hour cost is so low that the inverter technology, although it does help a little bit, it does matter a great deal more in other states. So if you see somebody promoting a unit based on inverter technology, that's more of a national focus than Florida.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it is something to be very much aware of.
What kind of support does Raypak offer for troubleshooting or technical issues that pool professionals might face out in the field? What's your customer support like in that area?
It's fantastic. Well, first of all, you can call Raypak directly and ask for our service deck, and letting them know that you're a technician in the field gets you moved right up the list in order to.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So we definitely have a section that's meant specifically for those that are in the field working on it. Of course, like we mentioned before, we've got our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. It's really it was nothing. So we've got our YouTube channel and lots of resources online on the website itself. And then, of course, you've got us out in the field.
Okay.
Our warranty network is bar none, and we're currently assisting Mark and the rest of our fantastic sales force in identifying, cultivating, and growing our Raypak network with service entities that we like to call Raypak Pros. So we'd like to elevate the level of service that they're providing, elevate what they're capable of in order to back up the clients.
And something else to point out is when you contact our warranty team, they actually have, they could send you like a link, and then it can actually turn into like a FaceTime where they can work with you in the field.
That's
so
great.
They can see what you're working with and say, hey, work on this area. Take a look at that, that's loose, so they can actually see what you're seeing.
You're actually able to draw on it in real time. So as opposed to a static picture, you're able to click on it and they can actually point an arrow to the live video.
So you literally have a bat phone.
It's more like a bat line.
A bat line.
Right, because we can't have everyone having the same cool phone that we have.
So Adam West is not leaving the conversation.
Well, he's dead, so.
So he's lingering.
So it's seance time, is what you're saying.
We might do the seance and bring back Adam West.
Or is he more of a Ouija guy? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, probably Ouija, because we could use the little bat-shaped thing, or whatever.
The bat Ouija.
The bat Ouija.
The bat Ouija. So, if you could have a pool party with any historical figure, anybody living or dead, another great segue. Who would you invite, and what pool heating solution would you recommend for the occasion?
But I'd like to, Barrel umbrella would definitely be an option.
Okay.
Yeah, just because.
Okay. Just because. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I'd go with all the members of Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith, set them up a stage at one end of the pool, and then I would have both a Raypak gas heater and a Raypak heat pump, so that way there wouldn't be anything that we couldn't handle, and that's really the only perfect heating system anyway, so no matter what the weather is when they end up swinging by, that party will be very successful.
I love it. I only have a couple more questions. You can just get over it. So. All right.
Don't edit that part. That's fun.
How does Raypak approach customer education, and what resources are available to help pool professionals stay updated on the latest technology and products?
Raypak's website is constantly being updated. Like I said, we have several sections, including the Raypak training section. Through our fantastic sales force, like gentlemen like Mr. Mark Siegel here, we have the capability of through him and his process of selling and assisting the customers in his neck of the woods. If it looks like they could use some training, if it looks like Mark goes, you know what, these guys would be a great warranty station. He's got the capability of setting them up with myself. We were doing it next week, as a matter of fact, and it's the same thing over and over again. It says, hey TJ, I got this great dealer. They want to learn more about the product so they can have confidence installing it, and so we'll set it up to where we roll into the backyard. And
I don't want to omit our sales forces that we have working with us, WEK, Malarkey. I know I'm missing others. Please jump in.
No, you're jumping on this grenade. Go ahead.
Just able to assist wherever we don't have a factory representative. We do have our rep groups that are equally as valuable and as resourceful. So again, WEK, Malarkey. Who else am I missing?
Blake Sales.
Yes.
That's why I've been saying sales force.
Yes.
That way we can.
All right. This is a two-part question. If there was one thing that you could say to pool professionals right now that you think they should know about Raypak or whatever, what would that be? And then, how do these folks get a hold of you?
So the first thing I would say is don't believe everything you hear. Get the source, get the information from a source, not from some guy that doesn't have a sticker on his truck, doesn't have a CC license on the truck, and has a rusted pole hanging out the back. Find out for certain what you got going on. To reach me, it's mark.siegel@raypak.com. My phone number is 561-516-1919. And you will have www.raypak.com as a tremendous resource available to you as well.
TJ?
Raypak's been at this since 1947. Quickly became a fantastic manufacturer of boilers and pool and spa equipment. Became a member of the Ream team back in 1986. Is that slippery?
85.
85?
Okay. I saw the timeline yesterday.
Okay. Okay. So we'll say mid-80s and agree to disagree. But as far as that goes, so we've been around for a long time. We're here to stay. Part of a fantastic global company, the world leader in air, heating, cooling. Your best bet if you're looking for support for innovative product, nothing cookie cutter, you're definitely going to want to check us out at raypak.com. Me personally, I can be reached at tredman@raypak.com or 407-739-6146.
All right, everybody, that's what we have for you this week. Mark, TJ, Raypak, thank you for stopping in with.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for having
It
us.
was great having you here. We're literally being thrown out of the building right now, so I'm going to make this quick.
It's something that Mark did.
We won't tell. But with that said, like us, love us, give us some support, give us 5 stars, give us a review. If you love the episode, share it with a friend. If you didn't like the episode, share it with somebody.
Share it anyway.
Yeah, share it anyway.
You wouldn't believe what these guys said.
Because why not? Yeah, the amount of stuff we have to cut out of this just so we can air it is going to be ridiculous. But that's all I have for this week. We appreciate you tuning in. Without you, this does not exist. And if you have a pool in a backyard that needs to be hot or cold, put a Raypak on it. Hey, pool pros, do I got some news for you? The Talking Pools podcast is thrilled to have all of our apparel products by Revved Up Apparel. Our team looks sharp. We're ready to dive into every episode thanks to their top-notch gear. Want gear like us? Want to wear Talking Pools podcast gear? Head to RevvedUpApparel.com. Want your own gear for your service teams? Want to look sharp out in the field? Look, it's all about first impressions, and these garments kick ass. Go to RevvedUpApparel.com, or better yet, pick up the phone, call them at 904-860-2586 and say, I want my shirt. Tell them Rudy sent you. Again, 904-860-2586. Tell them, I want my Talking Pools podcast shirt, or I want shirts for my team. One or the other. Pick up the phone. Do it now. 904-860-2586. Don't miss out. Revved Up Apparel has you covered.